Steve. Well, that's what I kept saying in July. And you don't have to, all you do is bungee. And we close traffic, set up concession stands, and have a nice day out there.
That's what I'm doing, because we did a sound check.
So if we do that, we don't like interview them separately?
Oh, yeah, we can. It's a long story. A good story though. That's beautiful day. It's gorgeous. And I had my game on. Boy, I'm glad I had that. Oh, this camera hot. Camera hot. This camera's not.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if she's still driving a state car. She was here.
Honestly, if she's right here, then that should be It's hot. I like it though.
She used to go flying by us and going up to Mercer County Day at her state car. Doing 80 miles an hour.
I'll take it back to you, right? They got water for them.
I have no idea.
They call my ass.
I'm literally in my personal car.
That's right.
And she
There
dated
was literally no it was another truck in my life.
Yeah, but her son, somebody got to put that in the check. Yeah.
Exactly. No, I honestly like if this wasn't important enough, I would have said shoot me. That's what I'm saying. Also,
Well, that
I'm
and,
definitely going to mention to them that this is like
Trevor Bond.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please welcome the Governor of West Virginia, Governor Jim Justice.
Bless y'all's heart. I got lost. Okay. You want to talk first? Go ahead. We'll let Jimmy talk first.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jimmy Wriston. I am the new Commissioner of Highways. And how about the weather that we ordered up for you today? We are extraordinarily pleased to be here. Another one of those projects that's been around a long, long time. We're going to break ground on it today. It's one of the first of the roads to prosperity. So this just goes to show you what a great vision, and what a great big idea can finally, once you put it on the ground, what it turns into. It's an amazing project. It's going to be a big boon for the folks of Mercer County down here. It's a big project, long time coming, and once again, we're going to follow the vision of the great governor of the state of West Virginia, and we're going to get it done. Without having anything else to say, I'm going to introduce our Secretary of Transportation, Byrd White.
And Jimmy steals all my thunder about the vision our governor had when he put together the Roads to Prosperity and came up with a way to fund it, the way to do it is amazing. This has sat here for 10 years and nobody's done anything until he got here. And he's figured out a way to do it and directed us to get it done. With that, I'm going to introduce the governor, Jim Justice, my friend, the governor.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary and Mr. Commissioner and Deputy Secretary. And more than anything, thank our delegates that are here, Marty and John and Eric, and all the good people of this area that have waited for this day for way too long. It's impossible for me to believe. This bridge has been known forevermore as a bridge to nowhere. And to be perfectly honest, I've always come in on 460 this way, and we tried to come in another way, and we've been lost going around in a circle trying to figure out how to get down here, but we did make it. But let me just put this in words that that would be my words. At the end of the day, these great guys right here are doing incredible work. There's no question. I'll touch on that in just a second. Their introduction to me is very, very, very kind. We did come up with a real idea. The Roads to Prosperity idea was a real idea. It took a lot of people, because you're not the king, it took a lot of people to get it through, get it passed. But at the end of the day, it did do just this. It did create an instant job. An instant job. You see, that was the whole secret to everything. We had to come up with a way because we'd already drained Rainy Day down to the point in time where bonds were being derated. We knew that. And we knew that if we just cleared off a site somewhere and hoped for somebody to come, nobody came. Now, we had all the groundwork, but boy, we were in a tough spot. So we had to come up with a way to have an instant job. And the instant job was really just this simple. It was let all the jobs that the highway department has designed and let's go right now. It was a bold step. But now that's one thing I do. I'm all about the bold step. And so with that, you had bonding that approached $3 billion. Probably never in the state had we done anything that had exceeded $500 million. A lot of people said, there's no way we're going to get this passed. I mean, there were so many naysayers, it was all over the place. Naysayer after naysayer. And then they kept trying to preach to all of you that in order to be able to do it, we would have to continue to raise taxes to be able to do it. And I said, no way, no way. Everybody kept running out and scaring people to death and everything we had to raise taxes, raise taxes. We didn't. And lo and behold, you got behind it by 73% of the vote. You rubbed your nose in it. The naysayers, you rubbed your nose in it. Now, at the end of the day, today is a reality because of you. Maybe I came up with the idea, or let's even say the real truth. The good Lord gave me the idea. And it was a heck of an idea. Just like he can do all the time. And from that, then all the naysayers, we proved all them wrong undoubtedly, overwhelmingly. And then, lo and behold, here we are. Here we are doing something. This project, I think our secretary, Byrd White, just told me, we're going right through the middle of that mountain over there, and it's 6,600,000 cubic yards. Now, that's big time. I mean, that's just all there is to it. And we're going to connect up to the airport and be able to go this way and that way and really service and give Mercer County in this area of the world maybe just a leg up again to be able, because the airport, in all honesty, is the hub of everything. It's the hub of everything. But you've got to be able to get there. And so the net of the whole thing is, who knows what this will bring? Who knows at the end of the day that it's not going to bring upteen layers of manufacturing or business or tourism or on and on and on. So the net of the whole thing is just one thing, and that is this. Keep moving north. That's north, I think. Keep moving north. Absolutely, I can't thank our delegates enough. You know, I can't thank all of you enough for passing this and moving in the right direction. But as we keep moving north, we just keep having good thing after good thing after good thing happen to our state. I would say this, now, you know, because I would always try to just speak the truth. I would say at some time we've got to awaken and say, when's enough enough? We want to keep on getting better. But my God of living, we have come a long ways. We have come a long ways in 2.5 years, and we're going to just keep on getting better. I think you're going to see news come out just almost in the real near future that you'll see that economically our state continues to grow. I think you'll see just this. And you know, yesterday I had a meeting with the secretary of, with the deputy secretary of the Department of Energy. And I got to tell you this because this ties directly just to this. King Coal Highway, Coalfield Expressway. Yesterday, these people were in my office 10 days ago. And here's exactly what's happened. They explained this, right? This is exactly what has happened. Now, we can dance all around stuff, but again, I always challenge you, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Now, here's the straight skinny. Our president, the president of the United States of America, the leader of the whole free world, the most powerful man on the planet, why do you think he is here all the time? I mean, somebody needs to open their eyes and just think about it. He's here because of his buddy. He's here because I have convinced him without a doubt just how good West Virginia is. Now, naturally, he wants to help West Virginia, but for crying out loud, how many electoral votes do we have? Just a sprinkle. How important, I mean, President Trump's going to win West Virginia no matter if he never shows up again. And he could go on like a politician and give us a bunch of lip service and everything, but he's here because of his buddy. And his buddy is on him all the time. And all of a sudden, his buddy, 10 days ago, he sent a delegation to me and said, I'm going to sign an executive order. And that order has, we got to be able to use coal, continue on using coal. There's way more stuff. We've got to absolutely look in and explore this natural gas hub. We've got to have petrochemical, you know, manufacturing within West Virginia. All this is right at our fingertips. But you know what else came yesterday? Here's what came yesterday. In addition to that, the President of the United States, now I hate to say this, and you women, please forgive me, because this is just his words. This is the deputy administrator that is in my office yesterday. He said, I was on Air Force One, and I've never got the ass chewing in my life that I got 2 weeks ago. And he told me, he said, you go to West Virginia right now, and you find out what we can do as far as the natural gas hub, the petrochemical, the coal, all the stuff like that, because I want to plan now. But in addition to that, you know what he said? He said, tell us the infrastructure projects that are most important to you. Tell us what the infrastructure projects are that are most important to you. On the very day that the president announced a $2 trillion infrastructure program. You know what I told him the number one thing? Finish the Coalfield Expressway and finish the King Coal Highway. Finish it right now. We've been at it for 29 years. It's the first thing I told him. Second thing I told him was about Corridor H. Third thing I told him was about Interstate I-68 around Morgantown. You know, it goes on and on. I told him about other projects and everything, but at the end of the day, what he wanted to know was this. What infrastructure project will bring additional employment and jobs to West Virginia? Well, if you finish the Coalfield Expressway, it'll bring manufacturing, it'll bring tourism, it'll absolutely connect southern West Virginia to the world. I go back to the same thing. Now, you can be bullheaded and you can say a lot of things. Why was he there? Why is he listening to me? He's listening to me because you have a president that believes in you and wants goodness for West Virginia because of his buddy. Now, he wants it for him too. But his buddy is pushing him all the time and telling him just how great you really are. You know, the President of the United States, I'll never forget him saying just this. He said, you know, you're the nicest people. And not only are you the nicest people, but driving down the road, he said, y'all are the best looking people. Honest to goodness, I'll never tell you anything but the truth. And that's exactly what he said. So nevertheless, what I would say is we're on our way. People on the outside have thought forevermore that we in West Virginia would have to kill a deer every day to feed the kids at school and on and on and on. But you know what? They're awakening. They're awakening to you're the nicest. You're the best looking. This is the most beautiful state that abounds in natural resources that can protect our nation in every way. You are the best. You are the best. And I love it with all my soul. So I'm really, really proud to be here and really proud to be with you. And I'll try to make everything in the world go a little bit easier and better. These guys are doing a great, great, great job. You know, we had to really refocus and dial in. We got our big projects like this one. We're going to keep on doing them. But we also are trying to find every dollar under every rock we can find and redirect it to fixing our potholes and fixing our secondary roads. You're going to see in the near future, you're going to see how we found more dollars. And you're going to see how we're going to even be able to redirect more dollars. I don't even know that these guys know it, and I'm not going to say it today, but that's all I'm going to say. Nevertheless, a great day. Sun's out. This black jacket is 1,000 degrees, but nevertheless, I thank all of you, Marty, John, Eric, all of you in every way. Thank you so much for all you do. God bless you. Thank you. Now, we're done, unless y'all want to ask questions.
Thank you very much. He's going to hang around a minute. Jimmy and I will be available. Anybody has any really, really easy questions? Well,
Yeah, y'all come on up here if you want to, news media.